there's A, B, AB, CL, O, and SOS. The blood types.
There you go. Yeah. SOS blood type.
That's when you've got no blood.
Yeah, that's when you've run out.
Hello everyone and welcome to Playing Favourites, the podcast in which I and my good friend Harry discuss our favourites on a variety of different topics. My favourite colour is chartreuse, my favourite animal is a cobra. My favourite co-host is...
Oh, they're an emoji.
You didn't plan anything.
Of course I didn't. No, look, there's been a terrible, catastrophic transmutation incident in which they've been turned into an emoji.
We hit them with the emoji beam.
Oh no! Oh, that's kind of tragic. Okay, yeah, but instead you've got me. What would that be? That's a fun question because you know there's like, is it Bitmoji and things like that where it's like,
if you were an emoji, what would you be?
Well, yeah, or like,
what's your spirit emoji?
Yeah, well, maybe not. Yeah, actually, yeah. What emoji best represents you? I assume that isn't necessarily your favorite.
Because that's not necessarily your favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
List
I'm gonna look at a list of emojis.
Full emoji list. Yeah. Okay. These things. Yeah. Okay. Thank God.
Oh, I know mine.
What's yours? What's your spirit emoji?
Mine is the red angry face.
Okay, that's fair.
Do you know the one?
I do know the one. I would have thought it would have been the hot face with the tongue sticking out and the
tongue sticking out. Yeah.
There's like a teardrop coming down their face.
Oh,
they're so sad that it's so hot. I'm looking at this big list now because as we're all familiar with, there is 1 trillion emojis and about 8.9 billion of them are faces, just variations.
Do you think there's a canonized list of them?
There is, yeah. Well, there's a useful resource called Emojipedia, which is what I'm looking at right now. And
holy shit.
I'm looking at this big list of faces. Some of them I've never even heard of. One of them here is called Nerd Face, which has got some like little round glasses on. Face with monocle.
Yeah, I've seen. I know these. I'm familiar.
Really? Because the thing is, I never use. I'm
not an emoji man.
Oh, neither am I. I used to hate emojis quite a large amount, but now I've sort of mellowed to them.
If I ever send you a message with an emoji in it, it's because I feel very uncomfortable with the energy in the conversation, and I want to like show that I'm like a fun dude.
I thought you were gonna say like, if you use an emoji, it's that you've been captured and someone is pretending to be you by sending messages.
If ever you see a message with an emoji in it from me,
call the police.
Call the authorities.
Yeah,
I need immediate assistance.
So it's something to keep in mind. But yeah, I never use because there's so many faces.
There are actually 1,000 emojis.
Yeah,
holy crap.
And the thing that
what about Harry?
Yeah, we've
got here the emoji for family.
Oh,
are you ready?
Okay.
Because we're gonna go down the list. We got family man woman boy, family man woman girl, family man woman girl boy, family man woman boy boy, family man woman girl girl, family man boy, family man girl, family man girl boy, family man boy boy, family man girl girl, family woman boy, family woman girl, family woman girl boy.
I've just looked at the
family
list.
woman boy, family woman girl, family man boy, family.
You can't do them all. There's too many.
I was like halfway done.
Oh my god! Yeah, I've just found the section.
You didn't even let me get to man boy.
But this seems But this seems completely defeated by the fact that the first one is just called family. And so it's like
this is default.
This is
family.
the definitive.
Anything
family.
Else is
yeah,
an affront to God.
So that's kind of ridiculous. But that kind of ridiculous variation is what annoys me about emojis, because you just look at these basic faces like. You know, if you want to do a smiley face with like emoticons, just like with symbols, you do colon, close parentheses, that close bracket, right? And that's a smilly face. Whereas with emojis, there's the grinning face, and the grinning face with big eyes, and the grinning face with the smiley eyes, and the beaming face with the smiley eyes, and then the grinning squeeze.
Okay.
Like
you've given me a good fun new task we can do together, Harry.
Yeah.
Okay. So we both agree there's too many emojis.
Yeah.
With like half of these mean the same thing, but very slight variations. We're doing a cull.
Oh my god.
We're going down to 20 emojis.
Okay, but Luke, do we get rid of family man boy, or do we get rid of family woman boy?
I think we get rid of all the did you say bad boy?
Family bad boys? Do we get rid of the family bad boys? I don't know.
I think we get rid of all families. I don't want to,
Okay.
Look.
Sure.
As far as I'm concerned, having any one family raises too many problems.
Okay, sure.
Having one family be the family,
yeah,
that's heteronormative, and I don't appreciate
Yeah.
that. Or, well, yeah,
Well, what they do with a lot of them is they'll have just like gender neutral or androgynous people, like with like genie or Santa or zombie. It's just like a I said a profession, but like
a being. Yeah.
They'll have one that's a man, one that's a woman,
they have
one that's a person.
Genie, man genie, woman genie.
Yeah. So like.
Zombie, man zombie, woman zombie.
Yeah, so like, which I think is that's a good way of doing it. But like, part of me's wondering, I mean, these are variations on emojis that do they even need to exist to begin with?
Yeah, like how often do you use the fucking mage emoji?
Yeah,
actually, that one can stay, but we're gonna get rid of mer person.
Okay, sure. Yeah, like the various mer people. I mean, just scrolling, there's far too many of them we could ever categorize or describe.
I just found a new emoji.
Yeah?
I'm gonna see if I can send it you on Discord.
Oh, okay. Now this one is breastfeeding. It's just, I'm getting up close. Just a breastfeeding emoji. I did fly past a pregnant woman a moment ago. That's also
pregnant. Yeah, there's pregnant woman. There's breastfeeding. There's person feeding baby,
and then baby angel.
Yeah, baby angel. Yeah,
yeah, that's how it goes. The problem here is, right, and I bet this is what some of the listeners are thinking, Luke, is that people think, oh, I can imagine a situation where you'd use this. Maybe you're talking to someone who's pregnant or telling someone that someone you know is pregnant, and you'd use the pregnant emoji. Well, let me ask you this, listener: would you? Would you do that?
But yeah, wouldn't you just type?
Wouldn't you
would just
say the words? Yeah. Like, I can appreciate that situations may exist where you could, but is anyone doing it? Is anyone using emojis like this? Are people discussing majors and using the mage emojis?
I have used the mage emoji before.
Oh, well, what's even the point?
I have unironically used that one.
Unironically?
When someone says, like, that's some wizard stuff right there, and I'll post the mage emoji. It's like the cowboy emoji. Like, that's such a good... That one can stay. In our new set of 20 emojis, cowboy is staying.
I feel like I need to make a list, but 20 is a lot. I mean, the thing is, with...
Okay, we can go down to 5.
The 5 necessary emojis, okay.
Smiley face.
Smiley, yeah, you need a smiley one.
Sad,
yeah. I mean, we're nearly halfway. Cowboy, the 3 states of human emotion. Smiley, sad, and cowboy.
Clown, I think. Is important.
Hold on, that's in smiley territory though. I feel like we've only got 5.
Clown. You use the clown emoji when someone makes a fool of themselves, and you just reply with a clown emoji.
All right.
Or you say like me, and then also we're gonna have sunglasses. I think is good and important.
These are all faces.
Oh, so do you want, like, a tick emoji?
I don't know. First of all, I'm looking at that list of 5, I'm thinking, has Luke stealthily got his favourite in there? I don't know, we'll come back to that. The thing is, the only emojis I use, really, are thumbs up, thumbs down, and okay hand.
Down. Yeah, I do.
The 3, I can react to messages with them. I can, say, sounds good, thumbs up. They're the only emojis I use.
I'm looking at my emoji usage.
Yeah.
I use, the one eye.
The one
and then also the lips.
Oh, you're not one of those people where you do the eye, lip, eye, and it... Oh, you've sent it me. I hate it. I see this all the time. I hate it so much.
I love it so much.
Oh.
I use it whenever anyone asks me a question, and my answer is just yes. I just send that.
Oh man, I mean, listen, I'll link to these combos and such in the show notes. But this is just terrible, and this leads into something I was going to say, which is when emojis or groups of emojis take on like new meanings or new uses that they otherwise wouldn't have. Like if you were just to look at the
horny emojis.
Well, I'm sure we'll come back to that. But looking at like the eye on its own or the lips emoji on its own, like when would you really use that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, the eyes, like the 2 eyes, people are very familiar. I see that a lot.
Is good.
Yeah, that's a good one. But like, in fact, I'd almost say that should take a spot on our 5. But I don't really know. I'd say get rid of clown in place of eyes.
Ooh.
I know you're a big clown supporter.
I love clowns.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm the one who made the list. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. There you go. Get rid of clown and put eyes.
Yeah,
in.
I guess you have
I have all the power
here.
But yeah, so like, and you mentioned the cowboy one as well. I often see people doing like it's almost like ASCII art where people like put together loads of symbols and things. And they make like a little cowboy, like in a
I'm the
message. or whatever.
sheriff of blank.
Yeah, there you go.
It's that classic Twitter account. Is it Sheriff Bot?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna find it so that we can put it in the show notes.
That's a good idea. I like it when you think about the show notes.
I found it. I'm sending it you now.
Okay. But yeah, when something like this happens, I see you've linked me. You've sent me the Twitter account. It's only followed by one person who I follow, and that is Vsauce. So there you go. Oh yeah, they post every hour or so. Howdy, I'm the sheriff of detective.
I'm the sheriff of question mark.
Yeah, and they've sort of, for those of you not looking at it, they've made kind of like a person out of emojis, where the body is made of whatever emoji they're using for this particular tweet, and then it's got boots on and hands pointing down, like they've got finger guns pointing towards the ground, and then they've got the sheriff emoji or the cowboy emoji at the top. And at least there's some interesting combinations. Howdy, I'm the sheriff of man technologist.
I'm the sheriff of Australia.
Oh my god.
It's just Australian flags.
Don't want to mess with him. I bet the likes on that tweet are all like Australian nationalists.
This is the thing. Some of them, it's really weird looking at like which of these sheriffs gets liked.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because like Sheriff of Albania,
Yeah.
39 likes.
Ooh.
Sheriff of Australia, 82.
82.
That's over double.
That is over double. I mean, I'm seeing one of my personal favorites is Howdy, I'm the sheriff of bread, which kind of sounds like a nickname you'd give to someone, like in a joking fashion, like, you know, oh mate, don't use any of my bread. I need to keep on top of that. I only just bought that loaf.
All right, bread sheriff.
Sheriff of bread. What are you doing? Yeah, so this is a fun Twitter account. You know, I'm going to follow it right now.
It's a good one.
So
I'm also going to follow.
How do you feel about emojis getting these like new applications and people using them in memes? Do you think it oversaturates it? Oh, okay, yeah.
I love emoji. I don't like emojis. I love emoji culture, I'm going to say. Which might not be the correct way to refer to it. But I love, like, you know that one face? It's the weary face. The pensive face. This one's great. Look at this guy. I love him. I love being, like, putting him at the end of a sad statement. Like, kind of ironically, like, just drop my ice cream today. Pensive
and it
face.
just, increases. I think that's what emojis are, right? They're like multipliers, you know, on the...
Yeah,
it makes it feel even more sad.
Higher score total.
Yeah, it just makes that message feel even more sad. So I quite like that, and yeah, I kind of agree that it's almost like how words adapt and gain meaning or become associated with a particular concept. You have this, you know, for example, like the word favorite. There you go, to keep it on brand, and the word preferred. You know, they kind of both mean the same thing, right? But they're sort of you'd use them in specific, situations and context.
They've got their own sort of distinct meaning while still...
Which isn't really something anyone ever taught you, but you just sort of, you know, you pick it up through language use as you grow up. And so it's the same thing with emojis. Basically, Luke, I think we need to teach emojis in English literature and English language.
Emoji class. Did you... Okay. No lie.
Okay.
I think I did study emojis at one point in language.
We also did, yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they are like a part of language. Like, they're not words.
Yeah.
But they convey meaning.
You're absolutely
There is an argument. It's like pictography, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or like, I mean, there are pictorial languages and stuff, like fucking hieroglyphics.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, ancient variants.
Well, it's I absolutely agree. And sort of pictograms and you know, images have been used literally since the beginning of civilization. Cave paintings, you know, going back that far. It's funny, actually, I was reading about a particular area in the United States where they need to basically make it a big radioactive waste dump. Yeah. They're going to bury a bunch of radioactive waste material, and they need to signal to future people, hey, this is a bad area, don't dig here, don't go near here, because it's a horrible radioactive mess. But you're sending this warning. This radiation will take hundreds of thousands of years to fully disperse. And so you need to send a message to human beings possibly thousands and thousands and thousands of years in the future. How do you do that? You know, because language changes all the time, going back just a couple of hundreds of years. So how do you aptly warn citizens of the planet Earth, you know, for thousands of years in the future about something dangerous? Do you use emojis? What emojis would we use? if we were going to put up the sign or whatever, you know, maybe like a little nauseated face, that little green one. He's got a green face and he looks very sick.
Harry, what you've just described,
Yeah.
they're called long-time nuclear waste warning messages, which is the most boring name for a thing.
Maybe.
But they are extremely cool. But do you know the, like, thing that is written on them? Because they have actual written language as well, but they do also try and convey meaning through symbols and such as well. But it does have the phrase, "This place is not a place of honor. No highly esteemed deed is commemorated here. Nothing valued is here." It's just, it sounds so fucking cool. Like, you can't write that on there, because I want to know.
Yeah, no, I want to go there. That sounds, you know what? No, I don't like that, because it's so passive and so weak. That's weak sauce.
There's more.
I mean,
There's
yeah, like there's...
What is here was dangerous and repulsive to us. This message is a warning about danger.
Okay. Well, it's slightly better, but it just feels like...
The danger is in a particular location. It increases towards a center.
No, now you're just getting really specific. What I was thinking, Luke, the first thing that came to mind was when you asked me was, "Abandon hope, all ye who enter here." Written on above the gates to hell, right? You want something like that, where it is just a warning, short and snappy and intimidating.
The thing is, though, like, you know what people are like.
Yeah.
They see those messages and they think, I gotta know. Like,
Yeah.
We have to go investigate. And that's why, like, this is so extensive on what it is actually describing. Because you can't say, like, don't go in there.
Yeah.
You won't like it.
Yeah, no, you're
People are
right.
going to think, okay, I mean,
Better go check it out.
Like treasure.
Yeah, no, I see the point. It does make it less interesting, I guess. But then how do you do that with emojis or pictograms or things like that? How do you make something sound interesting or uninteresting in emojis? It's just the crying with laughter face over and over again. As soon as I see like 6 crying with laughter emojis, I just sort of quietly, my brain switches off.
Alright, okay.
God, I will say, like, that crying with laughter emoji and rolling on the floor with laughter, which I think is a newer one, have just ruined human language for me.
I'm going to let you know, you've just led into my new segment that I'm introducing to the
Oh
podcast.
my god, okay.
Welcome.
Here we go.
To the fun new zone. It doesn't have a name yet. I haven't named the segment.
We'll come up with one, don't worry.
But I'm making it reoccur. We've done this before and I'm doing it again. Harry, I'm on the Guinness World Records page.
Oh my god, it's the Guinness Corner. It's back.
Most popular emoji.
God, what would it be? It's got to be crying with laughter, right?
It's crying with laughter emoji. It's
crushing.
face with tears of joy, or the LOL emoji, or laughing emoji.
I want to see face with tears of fear.
I believe it is this one that I've just sent you, Harold.
Yeah, it's what everyone's thinking. Yeah, the crying with laughter one.
It's been the most popular emoji since 2016.
That disappoints me. Just to quickly say, because the thing is, right, you think about lol, right? You know back in the day, Luke, right? You know, if someone said like lol in a message, it meant they laughed out loud. Like, and you made them laugh out loud, or you laughed out loud.
No, it didn't usually. Usually I would just type lol when someone sent me something funny.
But I'm going back even further, Luke. I'm going back to, like, I wasn't doing this, but I've heard from reliable sources, like early 2000s, and stuff like MSN. So, like, but there's been like a lol inflation, because now it's like lol, people are just dishing out lols left, right, and centre, and now, Luke, people are dishing out lumfows left, right, and centre, laughing my fucking ass off. Yeah, they're just throwing them out every single message. Lumfow. It's crazy. It doesn't mean anything anymore. So, and now it's reached a point where we're having to use pictograms, right? We're now throwing in, like, crying with laughter emojis. Maybe it's even something you didn't laugh out loud at. And apparently you're crying with laughter, or perhaps in some particular instances, rolling on the floor laughing. And, you didn't even breathe out your nose. What's happened?
Are you okay? This sounds like this is causing you a lot of stress.
This was the crux.
Are you worried that emojis allow you to convey things that you aren't actually feeling in the moment?
I kind of. I just think, like, I don't have a problem with the emojis themselves. It's just kind of how they've been devalued. Yeah, they've just been completely devalued to the point where it doesn't even mean anything. If I see crying with laughter emojis, it doesn't even mean anything. Whereas, contrast that with what you were saying about the disappointed face. You tack that in, that's like a multiplier, you know, that's like, oh, sad message, you know, disappointed eyes. Crying laughter, I'm just ignoring them, and there's like 4 or 5 of them in a message, and it just doesn't mean anything. It's like the complete polar opposite of, you know, the good use of an emoji. I don't know, what do you think about that?
I mean, I do like when people put the crying with laughter emoji after they post something that's not very funny. Like, I do find that very... that tickles me in a specific way.
Okay.
Like, someone posts, like, a joke they found off of fucking Reddit.
Yeah.
And they post it on Twitter, and they put a bunch of laughing emojis, and I look at it, and I'm like, this is garbage. You've wasted my time. You've ruined my day.
You feel like superior to this person.
Nothing of honor is kept here.
Yeah. You just reply with the nuclear warning message. Oh man. Okay, give us another record, Luke. Go on. I want to play a record. Oh my god, that's the name of the segment. Play a record.
What? Play a record.
Because it's like playing.
Because
it's like playing favorites.
Yeah, I get it.
Play a record. There you go. Is that it?
It needs a bit more workshopping, but I think
maybe
we're close.
We're there. I'm close. All right, give us another one.
Largest gathering of people dressed as emojis.
Okay. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. I was wondering where that was going. Largest gathering of people dressed like emojis. Well,
I'm gonna let you know, Harry.
Yeah.
This one's a cheat. So I should make it clear, I don't respect Guinness. They're a garbage company.
Cool.
And the way their records are kept are very stupid.
Sure.
But 531 fans donned yellow emoji costumes.
Yeah.
Across simultaneous events across Dubai, Moscow, London, Dublin, and Sao Paulo.
Good lord. Well, have any emoji in particular, or like?
Well, Harry, this was in celebration of one special event in emoji history that you might remember.
Mm.
It was, of course, the Emoji Movie.
I thought it might be, yeah.
And this was also the first time this record was ever set, and it has not been met since.
Okay, so sorry, what was the number? What was the number?
531.
Okay, so maybe one day, you know, once as the Play Favorites listener base continues to grow, maybe there's a chance to get in the record book, Luke, and we can reference back to this episode 12, Playing Favorites.
We set our own
rate. I mean, we'll be in there. You know, we'll be in the books for all kinds of things. You know, number 1 most listened to podcast, favorite podcast. You know, that'll be in there. Most favorite podcast will be in there. So you know, it shouldn't be too difficult. But that seems low, especially since in the last segment of Play a Record or whatever we're calling it. You know, we had a dog who'd recycled 26,000 plastic bottles. A couple of hundred people dressed as emojis. That seems a bit lackluster.
Well, that's kind of the thing, though, Harry, because they could have gone with like 10 and still got the world record.
Yeah, I guess it's one of them. But then I think Guinness probably wouldn't have recognised it if it was...
They do.
Really?
That's the thing with Guinness, Harry. If you pay them...
Yeah.
This is unironically how they do it.
Oh, jeez,
Because
right.
to get your world record recorded, you have to pay Guinness to come and, like, adjudicate.
Yeah.
And then they'll put you in.
Okay.
It causes a lot of scandals in the speedrunning community, but, like, you know, don't tell fucking what's his face, King of Kong. He'll get you in trouble.
All right. I won't tell King Kong.
Don't tell King Kong. He's not the biggest gorilla.
Oh no! It's a huge cover up. Everyone, just do your research.
I found another emoji world record.
Yeah.
Largest human smiley. What do you think that means?
Good question. As in, someone's recreated that, like they've built like a big smiley emoji face, like out of wood or something. Out of human flesh, a big effigy.
It's one of those situations where it's just a bunch of people stood in a big circle and they're all wearing different colours. So most people are wearing yellow, but then there's people in the eyes and the mouth and they're wearing black.
Oh,
and they've made this big smiley face.
Was it like a bird's eye view, or is it?
Yeah. I'm sending you a reference image right now.
I see.
There were 8,018 people.
Oh, whoa! Yeah, I see it. Okay, this isn't that bad. I quite like this.
That is actually impressive.
It looks quite good. Yeah. Do you know how much it is to get in the Guinness Book of World Records?
It's quite expensive, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But they also do that thing where you can go on their television program. I don't know if they still do that. There used to be a Guinness like TV show.
Oh yeah.
And they would have people come on and do their silly dances for the entertainment of the masses. Oh, this guy can solve a Rubik's Cube with his eyes closed and his hands tied behind his back, and he's got no feet, and he also has to do 15 backflips as he does it. And wow, he did it! He's the first one to do it.
And they televise it, and they sort of made like an episode out of it, like a.
Well, I fully just made that one up, but like that is kind of what they did. They just have. I mean, that's how Guinness World Record. We don't need to get into the nitty gritty of Guinness World Records in our emoji podcast.
Sure. I was just wondering. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I know there's like programs like You've Been Framed. You remember?
It's kind of like that, but instead of being framed, they get booked.
They get book them.
Book them, boys.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I wasn't familiar with that, but that's kind of cool.
I've now found way more Emoji World Records. I say way more. One more interesting one.
Okay, go ahead. Final one.
Longest novel translated into emoji.
Okay, this asks 1,000 questions, and I love it.
Uh-huh.
Translated into emojis.
Yes.
Now, are we doing word by word, or are you sort of grouping?
I'm uncertain.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna look.
But that sounds ludicrous, and I also kind of love it. And also, I want to see it. I want to see.
What book do you think it is? I'll tell you. It's a pretty famous book. Yeah.
Maybe something like War and Peace.
Nah.
Like To Kill a Mockingbird, Moby Dick.
You got it.
That's Moby Dick.
Third guess.
There you go. Third time's the charm.
This one, it's called Emoji Dick. Which is an awful name.
Please tell me the cover just has a big eggplant emoji. Please, that would be so perfect.
It has a whale emoji. Yeah, it's a real book. Like, you can buy it. You can buy the soft cover in black and white, or the hard cover in colour.
I see.
Which feels much more effective if you're reading in emoji.
Oh yeah, that could help, I guess. I do wonder. Oh yeah, I see now. It's got a little whale emoji on the front. That's quite cool.
It's 10,000 or so lines.
Yeah.
The original Moby Dick.
The hardcover edition is $200.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's pretty pricey.
Jeez, I don't know. It does look like quite a. I don't know. I like the little whale emoji. That whale emoji's pulling me in. The whale emoji is one of my favorites.
It's a good one.
So
I like most of the animal emojis.
Yeah. The animals were good.
I like the reviews. That's astoundingly useless.
Okay.
Emoji Dick doesn't seem very interesting.
Wow. What a
How
terrific review.
It actually sounds awesome.
I think if you were familiar, I think this would be a good present for someone who loves Moby Dick, the original, and like they could, they know particular areas or very familiar with certain things that happen, and they could pull open this book, find a particular page. Oh, this is chapter 3. This is when. I don't know, Tom. I don't know anything about Moby Dick.
Name a single character from Moby Dick that isn't the whale.
Oh, that was on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. Jonah? Is that no?
No, that's different whale.
Different whale. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know any of the characters, but like, if someone was particularly familiar with it, they could turn and find a particular section that's been translated and go.
Doesn't even know Ishmael.
Oh, I literally. Okay, you're right. No, I'm a twat. I literally answered a trivia question in a quiz the other week with the correct answer. Ishmael is like, he's like the main character or something, or he does something. He gets eaten by a whale.
No,
I don't remember.
He isn't. He's the narrator.
There you go.
He just kind of, the main character is Captain Ahab. Or in many ways, the main character is Moby Dick,
There you go, big whale.
Kind of like Frankenstein's monster.
There you go.
Not many people know this, but Moby Dick
is the scientist. Who created the whale. Yeah.
You beat me to the punchline because I started coughing.
Gotcha. I've actually opened up a emojitranslate.com, and it's terrible.
Do you want to do the rest of the podcast just in emojis?
Just in emojis. But how are we going to do? How are we going to speak emojis? That's the thing. Like,
eyes.
Eyelips, 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 eyelips.
I do think there is something emoji related that we do have to talk to.
Yep.
Talk about the emoji keyboard, if you're familiar.
What do you mean by that?
Made and designed by Tom Scott.
Oh,
Originally.
we're literally talking like a keyboard, like, you know, to tappy.
I believe it was an app that you could use.
Ah, okay.
That would only let you communicate with emojis.
Okay.
And it was like a way, like it was literally like your regular keyboard, but everything's emojis. Every emoji was accessible. And you could only communicate using emojis, and it is a work of pure chaos.
I'm looking at it right now. It looks like what he's done is he's put like little stickers over each of the keys, and so you sort of you just press a key and it does it.
He did make a real one as well that is just like a very large, just like 18 keyboards.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's interesting. So I've just looked at a picture here, and it. Oh my goodness, yeah, there's quite a lot. Okay, yeah, it's multiple keyboards. I was just looking at one which had a bunch of faces on, but yeah, I think that's all the emoji.
Every emoji.
Yeah, okay. It feels like you could have cut a few, Tom. I'm seeing like 2 keyboards worth of flags. You know?
Yeah, but you've got to have every flag on there.
I don't know.
You can't cut out one flag.
No, I think
you can't
what
be
you
like,
do...
Albania, you only got 42 likes. Sorry,
on the cowboy account. Get out of here. I think what you do, Luke, is you remember old phones with like, you know, the numbers 0 to 9 on, and you had to press the number multiple times to like cycle through letters.
Just one flag button.
Yeah, and you press it and cycle through the flags. I think that's
like
a good
that idea, but it would also take you over 100 key presses.
Maybe you had like modifiers, so like, you know, shift bumps you up by 10.
That takes you
control.
to Europe.
Yeah, you could cycle through continents, and then, you know, sort of by various treaties and you know, alliances.
Harry, I found a great line on the Wikipedia page for emoji.
Oh yeah?
You ready?
Yeah.
Prepare yourself.
Go ahead.
Famously, both the peach and the eggplant were used for other meanings, and others were often used for criminal purposes.
Oh my god, okay. I'm aware of
illegal emojis!
Holy crap. I mean, I'm aware of the peach and the eggplant, but does it give any particular details?
It does then specify that the gun emoji got removed.
Yeah, changed to a water pistol.
Fair.
Yeah.
But what kind of criminal activities are you doing with emojis?
I mean, I guess you can kind of use it as like a cipher, right? You just attribute each, you know, emoji represents a particular character, or a series of emojis represents a character, and then you could do codes. Is there anything that comes to mind, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, it's possible, but like, who?
I don't know, Luke. Probably terrorists, if I had to guess.
Like, yeah, but
one very useful resource which I'll link in the show notes is a thing called Emojipedia is a website, and on Emojipedia you have like it shows you all the different images of an emoji, like what it can look like, because like
it's different on different
devices, things like that. And so you can just search for one. Like, Luke, give me an emoji. I'll search for on Emojipedia. What's your favorite?
Turtle.
Yeah, that's a good start. So if we search for that one, that's an emoji, and you can see, like, for Apple, Google, Microsoft, Samsung, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, Joy Pixels, OpenMoji, Emojidex, Messenger, LG, HTC, and Mozilla, SoftBank. Oh my god, it's a lot. Okay.
You know what really pisses me off about a turtle, though?
What?
They're all tortoises.
All of them?
Every single one of them is a tortoise.
I'd beg to differ, because...
OpenMoji is,
OpenMoji, maybe. I was actually looking at HTC. They've got... That kind of looks a bit more turtley. It's a bit ambiguous. I think that the feet are kind of out, the flippers are kind of outwards as opposed to down.
Yeah.
So like that kind of leads me to believe it could be a turtle. I don't know. But it is nice to like look at I don't know, just to pull this open.
Like the WhatsApp turtle. The worst thing I've ever seen.
Oh, if I recall. No, I love the WhatsApp turtle. Me and my sister use it all the time. I love him. He's just little, like, he looks like a little granddad. He's like, you know.
He looks like a gremlin.
I love the WhatsApp turtle. What's your favourite out of all of the turtle emojis on this list? If you had to pick.
I'm not ready to reveal that information.
All right. Well, I quite like the turtle. I quite like the Google turtle emoji.
Look, Harry, we can't talk about it yet.
Okay, all right. Well, I quite like moving past this fact. Okay, I quite. Let's pick another one. So, for example, there's Well, actually, I was going to say, like, one thing I failed to mention so far is the abundance of totally useless emojis in, like, there's those ones where it's like a building or like a little boat on a thing. They're just kind of like little still images. Are you familiar with those?
Yeah, there's...
Or like, department store, post office.
I mean, quite a lot of those are ones that come directly from, like, Japanese, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Because there's literally a Mount Fuji emoji.
I see, yeah.
And, like, I think most of... Because, the way that the Japanese language works, because it's all character-based, mostly, for them, there's very little difference between, here's a picture of a post office, and the word post office.
Yeah, okay, I see. But like something like there's particular transport ones. There's like different ones for tram and bus and.
There's high-speed train, bullet train, and train are all separate ones.
It just feels a bit. It reaches a point where it's a little bit.
There is a
futile.
Bit of redundancy, I will say.
Aerial tramway and mountain cableway and suspension railway all together.
But it is, you're right. But we also have Japanese post office and post office.
And there's a European one as well, I think. European post office. There it is. Like, it's just kind of...
Japanese castle.
I think this is where most... Or, other than with the smileys, maybe, this is where the most redundancy is.
Yeah.
It just seems so pointless. Because also, like, as you scroll down... I've just pulled up on Discord, which we're using to talk. Mm-hmm. I've pulled up the emoji list there. And as you scroll down, you get into objects, and you've got, like, a monitor, a CD, a DVD, film, and I think about like the context people could be using these. If you're at work discussing, a mass transfer of data off of CDs onto a hard drive or something, you can be throwing in CD or DVD emojis into there.
You probably just say those words, huh?
You just send two emojis, CD, DVD, and your boss will give you a thumbs up, and then that's it. Like, it just, that in particular, for non sort of fun or social use, the emojis that you would use.
Business
emojis. Just seems so pointless. Look, we talked much longer than I thought anyone ever could about emojis. Apparently we both have a lot to say about them. Yeah, there's a lot to say about them. I want to know what the people had to say about them. Yeah. What's going on there? What are people's favourite emojis?
Let's go down the list. First one. Abby, thank you for the response. Mm-hmm. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I also am calling this one out because Matt, thank you for your response.
Thank you.
It's the same response.
Yep.
And also, it's one of my favorites, but not my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Eyes emoji.
I mean, we've talked about it a little bit. It's great.
It communicates so much.
Yep. This is the pinnacle of emojis taking on a new meaning for me, because it's just a pair of eyes, right? But it says so much.
Whoever made those eyes is actually the greatest designer in history.
A goddamn genius.
Because they've conveyed such emotion just in two eyeballs looking slightly to the side.
Oh, absolutely. I've pulled up the Emojipedia page for the eyes.
They're all the same.
Almost entirely.
Sorry, HTC and Mozilla kind of missed the.
They dropped the ball, and lest we forget, SoftBank just underneath that, who are they're going sort of boss-eyed or cross-eyed or whatever.
Yeah.
And a few others after that as well, which they've kind of missed the point on that one. But all the others very consistent. It just says so much. It speaks volumes. So I can absolutely back the. This is another emoji so I might use sometimes.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have a tendency to use the eye emoji. I like to just throw it in whenever someone says something, and I'm like, that sounds kind of cool. Eye emoji. I want to know more.
Yeah. Or you can even throw it in when there isn't anything happening. So someone says
and it's kind of like,
I just went to that new fast food restaurant and got a burger. Eye emoji, and it's like,
what are you saying?
What do you know?
Communicate.
Yeah, it's just such a fun one. It's such a fun emoji.
What I love.
Yeah, that's a great suggestion. All right,
I'm just gonna start calling out all my favorite ones.
Sure, go. Give us another one.
Our good friend Nicholas.
Yep.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Thank you
for writing in. Thinking emoji.
Oh, the little sort of hand to chin.
Oh yeah. That's a good one. I haven't used it in a while. It used to be a very common one for me. I've stopped using it so often now, but I really enjoy it. It's another one that's kind of got got a good amount of conveyance to it.
You're right, but I hate it.
Okay.
I hate the thinking emoji. And I think the reason why is it does have that sort of secondary meaning and the things behind it, but it's usually used in a sort of pejorative sense. It's usually used negatively.
Yeah, like, yeah, bud, are you sure?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, it's a really exciting thing happened that I really enjoyed. Thinking, yeah, that's a bit sus. I don't know, like, right. Like, I can't think of a positive way, because emojis to me are all about fun, and they're funny little faces or little gestures that you can sprinkle into your messages. So to have one that's just like, you sure? It's like, oh, come on, man, like...
You don't like any emoji that conveys negative emotion.
Well, name another one that does. That conveys negativeness.
Angry.
But would you use that if you were actually angry?
Yeah.
Would you?
I mean, I wouldn't. No, me personally, no,
like,
never.
You're not going to throw a little... If you're actually angry, so you're not going to throw in a couple of, like, really angry... red angry face.
I'm really mad right now.
Look, you can tell by how many angry emojis I've put. Yeah. I don't think you would. As much as it does represent a negative thing. Whereas I think thinking face actually has negative connotations attached to it.
To be the clown emoji kind of has that. Clown emoji, like, if someone replies to you with a clown emoji, it usually means, like, you're a clown. You're being a clown.
Okay. I don't know if I've seen it used in that sense. But yeah, maybe it's a similar thing.
Just you wait until I see you next tweet.
You're just gonna spam those clown emojis. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. That's my thoughts. I can see that I can see because it has got that kind of rich meaning behind it, why people like it. But I don't know. Just that sort of negativity's got me down, I think. But I don't know. Well, what's another one?
I've got another mildly negative one here. Shez,
go ahead.
Thank you for writing in. Woman face palming. How do you feel about that?
Let me pull it up just because I need to see. Is it because some of them have got like
we can generalize it to face palming emoji, but
yeah. No, okay, I see it. I feel a similar sort of way. Yeah, looking at it, it's one you'd post if someone's like, if someone says something and you're like,
I had an accident and fell down the stairs and broke my hip.
Yeah.
Face palm.
I guess I was kind of thinking like, I don't know, someone would share like an opinion or a political view or something, and people would just respond like, "Oh, you're so stupid! I can't believe you believe this." Face palming emoji. It's just that contributes to this kind of like, I don't know, counterproductive kind of like what are you saying with a face palm emoji? Like, what is it? And I actually, with the example you gave there, I don't mind. If, like, someo's been silly, face palm.
So someone fell down the stairs, broke their hip.
Haha, yeah,
Oh, grandma.
Face palming emoji. Like, I don't know. But if it... I just think about, like, I guess it's almost... Could you call it an edge case, maybe, of sort of... Like the worst connotation, the worst context.
I think I do get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But I do love being able to express those opinions with emoji.
Fair
I
enough.
love being able... Because the thing is, right?
Yeah.
If I posted some dumb shit I did online, as I do constantly, and then someone replied with the clown face emoji, I would feel better than if someone just replied with, "You fucking idiot."
I guess so. Yeah.
I would be like, oh, there's a little bit of a joke there. At least.
It's true. That's true.
They're not just being a bully.
Fair enough. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. It's a fair point, I guess. But I can see. Yeah, I can see how someone would get use out of this one, similar to the thinking one. So go on. I'm eager to hear on this one. I'm eager to hear what people have. Give us another one.
You want another one?
Sure.
All right. This one's from Alice. Thank you, Alice. Harry, I know we're both familiar with this emoji.
I'm excited for this one now. I don't know what it's going to be.
Red B. You know the B?
I'm familiar with Red B. Yes. Okay. Sure. This is a good one to end on.
It's good, huh?
There is some. Yeah. There's obviously some GINGERFORK history to that one, which I can appreciate. But also,
it's just a good emoji. I like looking at it.
Isn't it used as like people use it to like substitute letters in things or something? Like it's used.
I mean, you can do.
I don't really. Yeah, I don't know when you'd use this one. Do you know what it actually is?
It's big red B, right?
It's a blood type. B button brackets
shit.
Blood type.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah. So I think there's also A, B. Presumably
A,
B+.
You're right. There's A, B, AB, CL, O, and SOS. The blood types.
There you go. Yeah. SOS blood type.
That's when you've got no blood.
Yeah, that's when you've run out. Yeah, no, okay. So yeah, I don't mind. I feel pretty neutral on the B.
Red B.
I think it is kind of fun. I think it's on the fun side of things. Yeah, it's not a particularly serious one. Again, I like looking at the different variations because, like, for example, Facebook have a sort of white square with a red B in it, as opposed to a red square with a white B in it. And LG have almost like a sort of old-looking, almost like an old YouTube logo, red with like a sheen to it, and then a black B in the middle. So that's I like seeing some of the variations on these, but yeah.
I do wonder, like, at what point are you the emoji designer at big corporation, and you have to design an image that everyone is familiar with, but it has to be different enough from your competitors?
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, you can see, I mean, some of them have, like, particular styles. Like, it's not so obvious, I don't know if with the B, but, like, the faces,
yeah, like
for example.
WhatsApp has just awful.
Not all of them. But, like, Microsoft is a good example. They've got a big, thick, black outline around all of their emojis, which kind of define. I don't think it looks that great, but it gives it a style, I guess.
I agree. I like the Microsoft ones.
Yeah, so
Twitter's got good ones.
Twitter's good. Apple's fine, I guess. I don't know. These are like gradients.
I am looking at the WhatsApp ones again, and I do think they look very bad.
Some of them aren't great. I don't know.
Oh, that HTC smiling face is really bad, though. Oh my god, but have you seen the Mozilla? They have, like, a real human face. It's not a real human face. It has, like, ears.
Wait, for which one?
Oh, this is... it looks like a baby.
Ugh.
All of them.
Oh my god.
All of the actual faces. They look like a human child.
Okay, that's a little bit frightening.
Which gets really fucked up on the ones with weird lips. This is awful.
No good. Okay, yeah, not into that one.
I don't want to look at these anymore. I'm sending you a cursed image, Harry. I'm sorry.
Ah! Okay, right, that's in the show notes, but be warned.
With the fucking warnings.
God, that is horrifying. I hate that one.
This is not a place of honor.
Yeah, this is. I'm going to put that at the top of the show notes above all the links. Oh my god, that's terrible. That's terrible, Luke. I hate this. I want to talk about our favorites now. I want to move on to better emojis.
Harold?
Yeah.
I have a feeling someone might have let slip what their favorite is earlier on in this podcast.
I feel that too, but I kind of don't believe it. So, Luke, from what I picked up, your favorite is the turtle?
The Google turtle.
Specifically the Google turtle.
It has to be the Google turtle.
Ooh, this changes things. I don't know if I can allow specifically, Luke.
The Twitter turtle is okay.
We can't let you have it. No, Luke, you can't have that.
You can't forbid me.
It wasn't a particular brand emoji. People didn't say when they sent in.
Right, I'm
gonna
argue why.
Okay, go on.
That Google turtle went on a fucking journey, right?
Okay.
Because I don't know if you're familiar with this, Harry, but they changed that turtle.
Oh yeah?
That turtle has changed over the years.
Okay.
Over time, that turtle, originally it was black and white. It was the same design,
in the olden
but
days.
It was black and white.
Okay.
From Google Android 4.4 to I think like 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Android 8. Look at this fucking monstrosity. The worst turtle I've ever seen.
Oh, that's terrible.
Like this bumpy motherfucker.
Oh,
He's got lumps all over him.
No
he looks
good.
all sleepy.
No
Get
good.
out. Don't want him.
No good.
They changed it.
Yep.
On Google Android 9.
Okay.
Look at this fella. He looks like a dinosaur.
Better, but not
Better,
quite
but
there.
he's not there, is it?
Yeah,
It's not quite.
Okay.
Android 10, they kept it the same. They thought, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Guess what happened with Android 11, Harry?
Did we get
Guess who they fucking bought back?
Okay.
That's right.
It's
there
the little smiley turtle boy. He looks very happy.
I love him.
He does look very good.
I love him.
I don't think officially, Luke, in the books we can say specifically the Google one, but I think it's a valid point. I do see where you're coming from.
I'll die for
about
this
Google
turtle,
Turtle.
Harry.
He is a very good boy. I mean, Lincoln, I don't know how else we can describe him beyond what we have. Yeah, he's got a little smiley face. His face looks like a little down arrow. It's his little smile.
He's so cool.
He's got like a little, and he's wonderful. The colours are all very nice. Great favourite, I have to say. I absolutely agree. The turtle is very good. I think most iterations. Would you say the WhatsApp one is your least favourite? Because
I wouldn't.
I'm seeing
I would
many
say the
other.
Emoji Dex one is easily the worst because I don't know what that creature is.
This is not a turtle.
He's got claws.
He's got human flesh.
And like this creature is conveying some sort of emotion that turtles should not be able to manifest.
God. He's like nested in like a classic green army helmet instead of a shell. It looks like the toy soldier's helmet. He's got only 2 legs with claws, a sort of a creamy kind of skin tone, and then he's got like this horrible, I don't know if it's like a look of nausea or like discomfort or something. Lest we forget the little rosy cheek. You seeing that?
I hate it. Can I give some honorable mentions?
Yeah, go ahead.
Frog. He's a good one, right?
Some of them are all right. I think this is a bit more of a variable one.
Oh my god, the apple one is horrifying.
I don't mind the apple one. It looks like something
real.
from a DreamWorks
It's
movie.
hyper-realistic.
Hyper-realistic frog. It doesn't take long before we can get... The WhatsApp one is terrible. The WhatsApp one...
I'm starting to realise I just hate some of these. Like, I'm so familiar with the Google and Twitter ones.
Yeah.
That when I see, like, what the heck are you doing, Apple? Why does this look like a character from Last Dinosaur?
I don't know. Oh my god, I've just noticed on Emojipedia, if you actually click on it, it shows you the history.
It shows you the old ones.
And some of
the old iOS ones.
Yeah.
They're terrifying.
God, I'm just enamored. It's like they're staring into my soul.
I know, right? They're awful.
No, Apple's...
Dude, Google fucked up their emojis, man. Look what happened. Click on the Google
I see.
the frog.
Yeah.
What happened here? Turned him into a little alien fella.
They did, for a little while.
They turned him back. It's okay. That's what they did with the frog. Not a frog, the turtle as well.
It's been, but I think Google as a whole have got a pretty good set.
It's alright. Yeah.
So, yeah. Any other honourable mentions, Luke?
I have to give at least some mention to OK Hand because it is probably my most. Actually, Prey.
Oh, the praying one.
A very common one for me. All right, well, Harry, that's enough about me.
Yeah, it ain't a hand one. I'll tell you that much.
Can I have a clue?
Yeah, it fits the themes I've spoken about. In fact, here's a big clue. It fits the themes I've spoken about, and it's a face. It's one of the face ones.
Okay.
And it sort of, it goes with what I've been saying about them being fun and about them being, nice and.
Well, it's definitely not face with tears of joy.
Oh yeah, definitely not that.
And all rolling on the floor laughing.
Nope.
Couldn't be.
Couldn't
Harry. Be. Is it winking face?
It is not a winking face. I'm old school in that. Like if I want to do like a smiley or a wink or something, I'll just do semicolon close parentheses or whatever.
Slightly smiling face.
Yeah.
So which always conveys to me like something is wrong.
Yeah, is that the one without the open mouth? That's where it is just like a little just a sort of line. Yeah, that one's.
I love it.
A little bit scary, but no, Luke. My favorite emoji is known on Emojipedia as partying face.
Oh,
I love him.
That one is real good. No,
I
love
him.
That's a great one.
He's got a little party hat on,
he's
and
got
he's
a little hat.
blowing the little party blower thing.
Yeah, whatever
no one ever knows what they're called, but it's just such a celebratory fun.
It's good.
Oh, it's so full of
I
celebration.
love to combo that one. He's actually in one of my. He's in my most used.
There you go.
This one, Tada.
The little sort of party popper kind of thing, little cone with stuff coming out. Yeah, I'd often use it. Yeah, if it was something like that. And I love this one. Yeah, because it's so full of joy and celebration, and also it's much more special. It's the complete opposite of what I was saying with like crying with laughter. That it's just used all the time, has no meaning or whatever. But if it's someone's birthday or it is a celebration, a cause for celebration, you'll send the partying one. There's no other time when you use it except when there is a wonderful happy time going on and you're congratulating someone, you're celebrating with someone. and you use the little party popper one. You throw in the lovely little party hat boy, and it's fantastic.
I do love it.
I'm very happy with it. I'm looking at the variations. I think all of the variations, other than Openmoji, which is just like a weird sort of, I don't know, 40s cartoon. It's just completely flat and like, I don't really know. But all of them, they've all got the party hat on, and they've all got the celebration eyes and the little blower.
They do all have the same sort of energy. It's strange. This seems like one that is kind of universal compared to others.
Yeah. I think my favourite would probably be Twitter.
Because, I mean, think about all those turtles. They're all different.
Turtles are all very different. Yeah.
The Twitter one is good.
Yeah,
I've also
Twitter's my
only
favourite,
just realised that Discord uses the Twitter ones.
I also noticed that, yeah. That's interesting. I wonder if there's other crossover. I don't know, but yeah, looking at it, it's all very consistent. I mean, Google's hardly changed it, that it's been sort of...
Yeah, if it ain't broke.
If it ain't broke, yeah, don't fix it. So, that's my favourite emoji. I love the playing face for all those reasons.
That's a good favourite.
So, I like it. And if it wouldn't be too much, Luke, maybe we could get rid of Cowboy in the 5 that get to stay, and we can put in partying face.
Can we put in Turtle?
I've already put in partying face, but I don't know what do you want to sacrifice for Turtles?
Get rid of Smile.
Smile.
And Turtle will convey happiness.
Yeah, sure. Well, the partying face is kind of happy. I don't know. But between partying face.
Okay, here's an idea.
Yeah.
We don't have to replace the emojis.
Yeah.
We just make all the emojis that are faces also turtles.
I like it. It's just a sad turtle, happy turtle, partying turtle, sunglasses turtle, starstruck turtle. Cowboy turtle. That sounds amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that. Yeah, you get a little exploding head turtle, disguised face turtle, imp turtle. Okay, no, that's a good compromise. I like that. So the final list is turtle, sad, partying face, eyes, and sunglasses are the 5 that get to stay.
Harry, I have an image for you.
All right, Luke, give us an image.
You can throw this into the show notes for me.
Sure thing.
You guys are gonna want to see this.
Let's take a look. I love him. It's the Google turtle with a cowboy hat, but he's got a cowboy hat on his head and also a cowboy hat on his shell.
God, he's good.
And he looks very happy to be here.
So he loves it.
Yeah, that's good. I love it. Okay, good. Well, what a wonderful note to end on. I love him, little cowboy turtle. Think about how much potential there is. I think our scheme of turning all the smileys into turtles,
all emojis, but actually turtles.
I think this is great. Listener, if you want to illustrate or maybe modify in Photoshop your favorite emoji, but as a turtle, go nuts. We'd love to see it. At all the usual places, we're doing the outro. So that's amazing. Little cowboy turtle. I'm all over this.
Love that lad.
All right, Luke. Well, I think that's enough emoji talk, right? Goodness, I didn't know there was so much to say about little yellow faces.
Sometimes we go into a fugue state during recordings,
and then as soon as we hit the stop recording button, we become lucid again and remember where we are and think, wow.
So I actually could not tell you a single thing that's happened in any of the Playing Favorites episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I've actually just become a vessel for the podcast demon.
Exactly. It's a spirit. Look, we've already had enough lore with Playing Favorites, man. We can't get involved in demons or spirits. Look, anyway, that's the end of this episode. Episode 12, Playing Favorites. I hope you've all enjoyed listening. Let's talk about emojis.
Also, it's now canon that Playing Favorites man has a pet turtle.
He has a pet turtle, of course. It has to be.
Sorry.
So that's wonderful. If you want to get in contact with us, we're on Twitter @PlayFavorites, or you can email in. We do check the email, playingfavoritspodcast@gmail.com. We do check all that. And remember, Playing Favorites has a U in it. Well, Favorites has a U in it. FAVOURITES. Ain't that neat? We're in the UK, so it kind of makes sense. But it's good. Get in contact. Let us know ideas for episodes, your favourite emoji, if you do want to modify it to be a turtle. Who had the better favourite. We do Twitter polls, in case people didn't know this. We do Twitter polls for every episode.
And the last one was a tie.
There you go for seasons.
Which means my win streak hasn't been broken yet.
Technically not. I mean, Luke, that poll is still going at time of recording. That does date the episode a little bit. So I don't know when this episode's going out, but yeah, it's 50-50 on the last one. So if you check out the Twitter account, yeah, we do the polls and we talk about them sometimes. So yeah, that's all the things. Luke, anything else to add? Final words on emoji?
Yeehaw, cowboy.
Love it.